Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria.
And I'm Rosetta. And thanks everyone for tuning in again for our weekly chats.
Yes.
And don't forget, if you love our chats, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe below, and hit the notification bell button so that you'll be the first to get any of our chats and you don't miss them.
Yes.
All right, today we're going to be doing some unveiling of some new teas that I got.
Yes.
I'm so excited. The box
Look
looks like that with
pretty.
a nice ribbon. And the company is English Tea Shop.
Yes.
So we're going to open this and we're going to unveil right in front of you.
Yes.
And what I love about it is that they're pyramid shaped. So I'm sure there's so many teas out there. I'm sure you've seen those tea bags that aren't just the regular rectangle-ish,
yes.
squarish shapes. These are the fancier ones.
Yes.
And I love them because they're unique and different.
Yes, and we like different.
We like different. So
Yes.
we're going to unveil that. And there's 6 different flavors. Oh, look, just lift it up.
Ta-da!
And
Look
it
how
looks like
cute.
that.
Look at that.
With the pyramid shapes. And
Yes.
it's all organic. And again, I mentioned it's from the English Tea Shop.
Yes.
And we're going to look at what the flavors are. Let's see what flavors they have there.
Okay.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Oh my God.
So these,
something smells like bubble gum.
oh my gosh. It says here, Organic Superfruits Collection.
That's why it smells like bubble gum, because it's like a collection
Oh my
of different.
God, it smells amazing.
Yes.
Oh my God, wish we had smell-o-vision.
I know.
There's
cherries. See, there's pictures of
cherries,
little cherries.
cranberry vanilla delight,
Ooh.
white tea blueberry elderflower. There's a cranberry again. There's a lemongrass peppermint tropical punch.
Oh.
Delicious. Then
Yes.
there's the chocolate super berry burst.
Wow.
Then there's an apple rose hip raspberry ripple.
Wow.
And I think the others are just repeat. So there's 6 of
Right.
them. So what do you think? What do you want to try today? Oh, we have such a gosh.
I know, they all sound so good.
What do you think?
Which one smells the best?
Well, they all smell. We don't know smelling it. It's all like mixed in.
Okay, that'll work.
Ooh, this smells good.
Okay.
So we'll get 2 of these ones. Get
Oh,
the
is
other
it one per?
Yeah, it's 1 per.
Oh,
per
I
pyramid.
thought there were.
So this one we pulled out is the chocolate super berry burst. That's what we're smelling. That smells like bubble gum. Looks like that. So we're gonna. Oh, smells amazing.
It does. Okay.
Sorry for all of you that can't smell how amazing it is, but it is
Yes.
amazing.
Oh,
Look
how
how
cute.
cute. So there you go. These little bags like that.
Yes.
The box still smells so great.
Yes.
Oh, it smells of the chocolate now. Now you open it, it smells of the chocolate.
So we're gonna let this steep a little bit, and we're gonna
Dunk
get our
it in a
party
bit more.
started.
Did you dunk it in good and
I'll double check and make sure.
dunk it nice and well?
Oh yeah.
All right. So again,
Okay.
here you go. Amazing.
Yes.
We love it, and we'll try that a bit later on once it's seeped. I'm so excited.
So you know, lately we've been kicking off all of our chats with Ellen. So one of the things that Ellen did most recently is a young girl. She's 13. Her name is Jalaiah. She created what's called the Renegade dance. And we'll post the link for you down below, because neither one of us are going to try and show you the moves.
We're not going to do any. I can barely keep up.
She created this thing called the woo, and then from the woo, she added all of these other movements in. So she went on Ellen's show and she danced with Twitch. And I mean, Twitch kept up with her, but you're like, really? So one of the things that Ellen did is she gave her a jacket. And then in the jacket, there were many pockets. And every time Ellen would open a pocket, there was $1,000 in it. So she gave her $5,000.
$5,000. And on the back, it said, the original Renegade.
Yes.
Yes.
So, you know, once again, Ellen is changing lives and making the world a better place.
Yeah. And I'll post the video down below so you can see the whole dance that she made up. It's called the Renegade again. And it's very, very complicated and confusing. I'm not even going to try it.
All at the same time. Well, as you all know, this is February and this is Black History Month. And as 2 women, one of the things that we wanted to do was kind of highlight some accomplishments by women. So one of the things I did is I went through all of the historical documentation areas, Wikipedia, just different sources, Google, Bing, different search engines to try and find some things, because as you both know, the current environment is very toxic. And I was thinking to myself, would we have the courage to do what some of these women did back in the day? So let me just highlight some for you. So there was a woman, her name is Fannie Lou Hamer. She fought for Black people to have the right to vote, and she suffered permanent injuries because of the police beatings that she received. However, in 1964, she ran for Congress as a member of the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party. Can you imagine? 1964. Patricia Bath was an ophthalmologist who developed laser technology that is currently used for treating cataracts.
Oh, wow.
Then I found, we talked once before about the women from the movie Hidden Figures. Katherine Johnson was a mathematician, and her calculations is what they used for the orbital mechanics when NASA put the first man on the moon. And it used to be really awesome because prior to anyone going up, they would always say, I want the girl to check the figures. Now, they had computers. They had an IBM computer at the time,
yes,
but they wanted the girl to check the figures. There was a woman named Gladys West. She was a mathematician who worked on the processing and analysis of satellite data that helped lead to the development of global positioning systems, what we all commonly call today GPS.
Wow.
Yes, women have done some amazing, amazing, amazing things. There was, Jane Bolin was a trailblazer for women of color who practiced law. She was the first Black woman to graduate from Yale Law School and became the nation's first Black judge in 1939. Now, this is amazing because a lot of these women were they were just there. They were not to speak. They were not to be seen. It was all about, it's a man's world.
And that's very, very groundbreaking in 1939 for her to be a judge.
Yes. I mean, and it goes on and on and on and on. I found 29 different women. Now we know of, women like Oprah Winfrey,
yes.
And her accomplishments and what she has done to help our society. First Lady Michelle Obama and what she's done for not just being the First Lady, however, teaching us all to be more cognizant of the foods that we eat and having a garden at the White House, getting children to look up and say, oh my God, I don't have to be put in this box anymore. There are bigger, better things that I can accomplish.
Yeah, she really, really led that, the stand for children being that there are better things that they can do, not just what people say they should do, and for kids to really be active and to get out there and be more healthier.
Yes, absolutely.
Lifestyle.
And it is a trend that is really picking up. As a matter of fact, today when I was on my way to the office, they were talking about how millennials and more Gen X are getting their parents and their grandparents to become more vegan, getting them to eat more fruits and vegetables and less animal protein. So what she started teaching the children, it's going to carry forth for many years. So to these women, I celebrate and I honor you. I am very impressed because it could not have been easy for someone to be treated the way I know they were treated, because they were paid pennies on a dollar to do the work that they did, and there wasn't a whole lot of respect for them. And for them to still, move forward to bring greatness into
groundbreaking. And even today, we're 2020, it's hard enough for women to break through and get people to see them for what they are and their worth and their passion and what they've done.
So can you imagine? Yeah.
So I really I have a lot of respect for all these women doing what they did.
Yes.
And thank you for going over that, because
Yes.
had you not done that, we wouldn't have known all this.
Yeah, and I want you all to know there's so much history. We as women are very, very strong, and I think that sometimes men don't realize that. So once again, women, show up, vote your conscience. Don't let someone tell you who you should vote for. Do your own research and vote. This is our United States of America, and if we work together, we can bring about compassion and love and caring. Yes, and change, because we don't want our children going to war. We really don't. So let's vote, girls.
Shall we try the tea now?
Let's see.
Excited. We've had it seeping. Oh, look at the color.
It's beautiful.
To mix it up a bit. It's kind of like
it's
orangey
settled.
at the bottom.
Yeah,
It's settled
orangey
bright
red.
orange. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's smell it. Ooh,
smells good. Cheers.
Delicious. Mmm.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's nice. So at the beginning, when I opened it, the bag smelled very chocolatey, but now we've had it seeping. I don't smell as much of the chocolate. I smell more of the berries and the fruit.
So now it has a fruitiness to it.
But it smells like just so like delightful. I'm just loving it.
I know. So on Saturday, we had the NAACP awards, and you know, I was kind of in and out watching it. There were a few things that just made me wahoo really loud.
Yes.
I was just really touched. Rosetta and I shared with you the movie Just Mercy. Just Mercy won for Best Film.
Yes.
Jamie Foxx won for Supporting Actor, and lead actor was won by Michael B. Jordan. So Just Mercy was an amazing movie, and it showed up at the award ceremony. I mean, people stood in the audience and they applauded. And one of the things that was really cool, when they won Best Film, the person that the movie was about was in this audience sitting with Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
When they went on stage, they gave Michael the award
yes.
because he was the director, producer of the movie, and he gave it to the gentleman to say, this is because of you. Because the movie is about his life work of 35 years of trying to, you know, change the injustices putting men in prison, you know, for crimes that they did not commit.
I'm so glad that they got recognized, because they got snubbed at the Golden Globes and at the Oscars.
Yes.
And finally they got their just deserves.
Absolutely.
And for those of you that don't know what the NAACP is, it stands for National, what does it stand for? I know it stands for National Association for Colored People. I forget what the AA is, but that's what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to guess, because sometimes they change that, like, you know, National Association for like American colored people, African colored people. So it's that acronym. But we will put down below exactly what it means today.
For, yes.
Yes. Then there was Rhianna's speech.
Amazing.
If you didn't see it, I would suggest that you go to YouTube and type in Rhianna NAACP award speech and listen to
I can do that. I can find it and I'll post it below so that
her
you can see it.
speech was amazing. I love the fact that Rhianna is her mission is to bring forth inclusiveness. So this thing that you have to be a stick figure in order to be beautiful, she put models on the stage that are curvy girls, beautiful curvy girls. She's a curvy girl herself. And, you know, she is just bringing forth all of the beauty.
And I love the part where she said, a lot of you here, because it was predominantly African-American people,
right?
Do you have friends that are not in the same culture, African-American? They want to be your friends as well.
Right.
So they should be included in everything as well.
And she said they should just show up.
Yeah.
So don't sit back. Basically what she was saying is, don't pretend to be my friend and let someone else call me a derogatory word,
right,
and you don't stand up and defend me. If you're my friend, be all in. And
yeah, for sure, because I'm the same way. If someone said something to you, I would stand up for you as well.
Yes, and I would you too. I'd be like, you don't know her like that. You know, but so many people, they don't understand. And so what they do is they just, I don't want to get involved. And I think that I don't want to get involved so long that it has now become a serious situation.
If you don't want to get involved and everybody does the same thing, what's going to happen? Nothing is going to change.
That's right.
Change comes from people being brave,
yes,
compassionate, and passionate about helping their friends and sticking up for what is right and moral as a human being. It doesn't matter what race you are.
Right.
It's just the moral compass of it.
Yes.
Just do it as a human being.
You know, someone said, I can't remember, it was earlier this week, someone said, everybody has something. Everybody has an issue. And, you know, even, you know, myself, I think to myself, what does it feel like to be born Caucasian?
Right.
Where nobody looks at you when you do anything. I am not a young girl, yet if I go to a store, people will follow me in the store. And I think to myself, I am more intelligent than to be in the store stealing when you're going to put my butt in jail. That's not going to happen. And yet I'll look across the room, and I'd say like 5 out of 10 times, somebody of a different race is just helping themselves because they stereotype and they only follow, you know, the brown-skinned people.
And that's what I call ignorance.
Yes.
People that have been so secluded and brainwashed and ignorant.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what race you are.
Yes.
There's people stealing of all races.
Yes.
And it's the people that you least suspect.
Yes. The ones that don't
that
really
doing it.
need it. It always amazes me. Sometimes, you know, when you're watching television and they'll do a movie and they'll take someone that say, you know, this child has like $1,000 in their pocket, but yet they'll go into Saks Fifth Avenue and they'll steal a purse. Not because they don't have the money to pay for it. It's the high.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody has something. So if we all realize we all have something, and if we just work together to acknowledge the somethings and to let it go, not sweep it under the rug, but truly acknowledge it and let it grow, the world would be a much better place. So great job, Rhianna. I mean, everyone in the house stopped after she started talking because she was just, you know, she just said what she had to say.
Well, she said the truth and she made sense.
Yeah. And she does so much to help. I mean, I knew, you know, she, you know, donated money here and there. Oh my God.
I didn't even know how much she did because they showed clips of like just video, like little videos and short pictures of her doing a lot of charity work.
Yes, lots. And then, you know, I was already wooed and awed, and then they did the tribute to the people that had lost their lives last year and this year, since the last televising of the NAACP awards. And when they got to Kobe and they showed his jerseys and the basketball.
Yes.
Oh my God. I mean, people in the audience were still equally just
and I
as
love
sad.
They showed his short film
yes,
that he had made, and
end.
I had never seen it.
Yes,
and
the
I
love
love
of
it.
basketball.
Oh my God. I'm going to try and find it and see if I can post it below, because I knew that he'd done something, but I didn't know how amazing it was and how impactful it was.
Yeah.
It actually made me quite emotional watching that. I was like, wow.
I mean, and while after he did that and he won the Oscar, he started working on new work. So I don't know in what state it is, and I don't know if his wife Vanessa is going to release it, but it was just really sad. And once again, people, slow down. They would do one person and then they would do two at the same time. You're moving too fast. Let's give the people who have passed more honor. I know the shows run over. I'd be willing to go 5-10 minutes over if it's to see the people who made great contributions to the industry.
For sure. That's for sure. I agree as well.
Cool. Following into that, Monday, which was February 24th, was the memorial for Kobe, Gianna, and the other 7 individuals that were on the helicopters. Memorial at the Staples Center. You couldn't get to the Staples Center area unless you had a ticket. So it wasn't like just thousands and thousands of people. It was very private, and it was very somber. The people of Los Angeles truly, truly loved this man. Not just as a basketball player, they loved him as a father, they loved him as a man.
As a friend.
Yes.
As a husband.
Yes. Vanessa's speech was, I mean, you talk about a drop the mic moment, to be able to talk about her husband, her best friend, the father of her child. And what, choked me up was when she said, God knew that neither one of them could be on this planet without the other. So he took them both home. And I was like, ooh.
I know, that was,
Woo.
I thought she was going to break down.
Yeah.
I thought that was it.
Yeah.
I give her big props because she got through that speech without,
Yes.
I mean, yes, there was a few tears, but
Yes.
I thought for one moment she was going to stop and it was
Right.
going to be just
That would be the end.
into an ugly cry.
Yeah, someone would have to go and take her off the stage, but she stood her ground. And then, it opened with Beyonce singing Kobe's favorite song, one of her songs. And Alicia Keys played the piano.
Moonlight what is it called? Moonlight Sonata or something?
Yes, yes.
And he actually, they said that he learned
How to play that
He
himself.
learned how to play that. He had
Yes.
no prior experience
Nope.
of piano playing. He said, I'm going to learn that. And
Yes.
he learned that just through listening to it.
And playing it
And playing it.
mimicking
Yeah.
what he heard. Amazing.
I mean, just that whole memorial, I did not realize how amazing of a man Kobe was.
Yes.
He went above and beyond everything that he wanted to do.
Yes.
He went above and beyond how to learn how to do those
Yeah.
things he wanted, like
Yeah.
playing the piano, doing different things, and just being.
Yeah. They said that when he would be like during the regular season, like say after the game, he would go home and he would have dinner with his family, and then once people went to bed, he would go to his gym and he would practice and practice. When he would be traveling and after a game the guys would say, oh, we're going to go to the club, he would go back and he would practice. He was not one that just left it up to chance.
No, and even in the off season, he
Yes.
would be.
Yes.
He would be practicing as well.
I would say the 3 most impactful, other than his wife Vanessa, was when Shaq spoke.
Yep.
Jimmy Kimmel, as we know, the night after this happened on his show, he dedicated the entire hour to just, recapping
The
multiple visits that Kobe had made to his show. And so he was, of course, very emotional. And the most emotional person was Michael Jordan. Michael said that Kobe saw him as a big brother. And he said that, in honor of Kobe, he wanted to be the best big brother ever.
And who was that man at the end? I forget, but he talked about Kobe as the friend, as the father, as the wife, as the husband.
Right.
What was he? He was a very close friend. Was he the one that actually, I don't even know his name, but he was towards the end and he did a very long speech and he talked about how his child went to the same school as Gianna,
Right.
and they would talk about how he said that the child was missing Kobe because when Kobe went to pick up the daughter,
Right.
he would run and pick up the child.
Right.
And I don't know what the relationship was.
Yeah.
I have to find that out. But he
Yeah.
was really emotional as well
Yeah.
because their families were very, very close.
Very close.
And he said that he would take care of Vanessa and the family.
Yeah. He
For
would
as
be there.
long as he is on this earth, they
Yeah.
would be taken care of, and he would have their back.
So, rest in peace, all of you.
And that was a very, very emotional and just wonderful memorial. It was really, really
Beautiful.
nice. I didn't see the whole thing, but I
Right.
did YouTube it, and
Right.
the most important people, they were shown again on
Yeah.
YouTube, and it was
I mean, the audience were full. J-Lo and A-Rod was there. I saw Kanye West, Kim West, or Kim Kardashian West. Khloe Kardashian was there.
All the basketball players,
yes.
D Wade, and,
Curry was there. Steph Curry.
They kept showing
there.
Curry as well.
Yeah, because his whole face.
Yes.
I mean, and what's his name? Warrior Dwight. Yeah,
Draymond Green.
Green. Yes.
And
he was there.
Klay Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, just very somber. So, God bless them all. So, quickly, we're going to talk about Harvey Weinstein has been found guilty of 2 of the counts, and right now he's looking at up to 29 years in jail.
Yeah, he was found convicted of 3rd-degree rape and sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually on his way to Rikers Island jail.
Right, because the judge sentenced him right away. No, go home. Go from here straight to jail.
Straight there. And on that ride there, he ended up being rushed to the hospital because he complained of, what was he complaining of?
Chest pains.
Chest pains,
so they thought he could be having a heart attack. So while this is going on, the lawyers are backdoor trying to figure out how to fix it so that he doesn't have to immediately go to jail.
Well, my thing was, I was telling Gloria, if I was convicted, anyone convicted and have to be sent to jail, wouldn't you start having palpitations and something would be happening because you're so stressed out you don't want to go to jail?
Right.
I'm sure, wouldn't anyone?
Yeah.
And that's just a way of
and I think some of it has to do with the up and down of the whole situation, because he's bent over, he's standing up, he's on the walker, so I just think that, and also keep in mind that's just New York, the 29 years. What's her name, the lawyer, the LA lawyer, I can't remember her name.
I don't remember
now.
her name.
She is after him too
in LA, so he's going to have way more people.
So that 29
up.
years is just the beginning. So the other people are now going to be given the opportunity to file their lawsuit here in California. He will have to go through an entire new trial for the California individual. So
and I'm sure it's going to be more than 29 years.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. And the last thing we wanted to talk to you briefly about is the coronavirus.
Oh, yes, the coronavirus.
As I'm sure you all know and you've heard, I love my girl. People have been, I had a lady, she sneezed around me and I went, bless you, and she looked at me. And I was like, what's the matter?
Why was she looking?
Because if she sneezes, everybody runs, because a sneeze is corona. She goes, everybody thinks I've got it. And I go, allergies right now in California are at a high level. A lot of people
are coughing and have allergies now.
Yes, not even a cold or the flu. It's just allergies.
Yes.
So the coronavirus, I saw something earlier this morning that says there are more coronavirus cases outside of China than in China.
And they don't know what the tie is back to
and
Asia.
They don't know
understand how it
got out, because they thought they were doing all these things to control it. Like Italy.
There's over 320 cases now.
Yeah, in Italy.
In Italy. How did that happen?
And so people are trying to figure out, okay, who went to Italy, who was traveling. So, just like our moms used to tell us when we were kids, if you sneeze in your hands, wash your hands. Wash your hands when you go to the bathroom. It amazes me today if I go into a public bathroom and someone is inside a stall and they come out and they fluff their hair
and then
walk,
they just leave.
And they just
I'm
walk.
like, excuse me.
I'm like, that's nasty.
Yeah,
Wash
and the other
your
thing
hands.
is, you should not be sneezing in your hands anyway.
No.
You should be in the crux of your elbow. I teach my son that. Cough, sneeze like this.
Yes.
It's crazy. And they said that, and I wrote this down, they said that the government says we need around 300 million masks and respirators.
Right.
But they only have, 30 million on hand.
Right.
So they can't make it as fast as they're selling it.
Right.
So it's crazy. And then they said that the virus is not as severe as originally thought to be. However, people that are either elderly or have chronic disease like heart disease or diabetes have to be more careful.
Yes, as they have to be careful with anything.
With anything, and the kids, you're not really seeing as many kids with
Right.
the coronavirus.
Right, and initially
Yeah.
they thought, and you know, people start panicking. It's like, oh my God, it's like SARS. And there was something, I can't remember what it was. There's a condition that, like if you go back into the United States history of disease, there was something in the United States where 600,000 people died. So while people are freaking out over, what, 3,000?
Right now we have worldwide 81,000 cases.
Right.
So compared to the 600,000, it's
Yes.
like
It's nothing. And we have companies all around the world trying to come out with a cure, or at least something to ensure that the person will be alive to go through whatever the cycle is and just not die.
Well, the vaccine is going to take many
Well,
more
they said
months.
up to 18 months.
Yeah, they're working
it's just,
on it.
Yeah, it's just trying to figure out what's that magic combination.
And then they said it's not a question of if the virus will spread
That's
in the
right.
US, but
It's
when. So they're really taking it seriously now because of what Gloria said. It's spreading outside of Asia, when we're
Right.
not sure what the ties are. But people, just if you have a chance, please get those masks and cough in the crux of your elbow, and make sure that if you're coughing or you not feeling well, stay at home. Don't go out and be around a lot of people.
You know, I had to go to the doctor Monday for a follow-up to my fractured toe. They have big, huge signs on the doors that says, stop. Have you traveled outside of the United States? You know, upon entering, put on a mask. Do you have a fever? Put on a mask. When you go to check in and they say, you know, what's your name and your appointment and who you're there to see, the next thing they start is down the list of, have you traveled? I'm like, no, I haven't been outside. And they go, do you have a fever? No, I don't. I'm just here for my fractured toe. So the people within the United States, they're trying to stay on top of this.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I think they're being cautious, and it's great.
Yes.
It really is great. We need to do more of that. And I do know some people that don't care. They're still going to be traveling.
Oh, yeah.
They're still traveling. And
Yeah.
I don't know, now that I've heard that it's spread outside of Asia, that's even more concern for me.
Yes.
I'm glad that I'm here and I'm not planning on any more travels. And
Yes.
even large gatherings, I'm still kind of concerned.
Yeah, I'm just very cautious. My husband and I, we were going on a cruise. That's not happening.
And when is the cruise meant to be?
Oh, it's not until like October.
October.
That's not happening.
I know.
So, and the reason is because I've been on the ship many times, and the way that the airflow is, there's just no way you can purify that whole ship, all the air, all the time.
You're right.
You know, it's just impossible to do. So we're just going to kind of let it run its course. But please be careful. Take care of your babies. If your baby gets a fever, you know, have it checked out. Don't assume it's a cold. Just have it checked out.
And
Better
look
safe
after,
than sorry.
yes, better safe than sorry, and look after the elderly. Because
Yes.
the elderly are going to get affected the most, because they're the ones that have lower immune systems.
Absolutely. Well, as always, it has been a pleasure connecting with you all. We hope you enjoyed our conversation. We love sharing information with you, and we look forward to the next time.
Yes, we do. And again, I'm just admiring these teas, the English tea shop.
This is the one we had
It's so
today.
cute.
It's
It is
so
amazing.
cute.
We will be going through this box. So next time you see us, we'll be on a different flavor.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, everyone. And don't forget to like us, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you're the first to receive our chats.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember
To always
keep smiling. Thanks a lot. Take
Bye.
care.